Laurel and Hardy, a legendary comedic duo, captivated audiences with their unique blend of physical comedy and impeccable timing. Their on-screen chemistry was undeniable, yet their off-screen lives revealed personal struggles and contrasting personalities. This complexity added depth to their partnership, which spanned decades and left a lasting impact on the world of comedy. Despite their close friendship and collaboration, Stan Laurel's absence at Oliver Hardy's funeral raised many questions. The reasons behind this decision are layered and poignant, reflecting the emotional weight of their relationship. Exploring the evolution of their partnership reveals not only the heights of their success, but also the challenges they faced. The bond they shared was profound, yet the circumstances surrounding Hardy's passing and Laurel's subsequent choice to stay away from the funeral highlight a deeper narrative of loss and remembrance. Understanding these dynamics sheds light on the complexities of their friendship and the legacy they left behind. Born Arthur Stanley Jefferson in 1890 in Ulverston, England, Stan Laurel was surrounded by the world of theater from a young age. His mother, a stage actress, and his father, who managed several theaters, ensured that the arts were a significant part of his upbringing. Although his parents traveled frequently for work, leaving him largely in the care of his grandparents, the allure of the stage was always present in his life. At the age of 16, he made his stage debut, where he discovered his love for comedy and the importance of timing and performance. This early experience laid the groundwork for his future career. In 1910, he joined Fred Karno's renowned troupe, where he had the opportunity to work alongside the famous Charlie Chaplin. This experience was crucial, as it allowed him to refine his skills in slapstick and visual gags, elements that would become hallmarks of his comedic style. His subsequent move to America opened up new opportunities in silent cinema, where his talents in writing, directing, and performing would play a vital role in the success of his later work. Oliver Hardy, affectionately known as Babe, was born in 1892 in Harlem, Georgia. His early life was marked by significant sorrow, as he lost his father before he turned 2 years old. This loss was compounded by the death of his older brother, which left deep emotional scars that would shape his character. Despite these hardships, Hardy found solace in music and performance. His devoted mother played a crucial role in nurturing his talents, encouraging him to enroll in music and drama courses. This support helped him develop a passion for the arts. As he grew older, Hardy began working at a local movie theater, where he discovered his fascination with film. By the 1910s, he had already acted in more than 200 short films, primarily taking on supporting and comedic roles. His approachable demeanor and physical versatility made him a standout presence in the film industry. These qualities would eventually lead him to a partnership with Stan Laurel, a collaboration that would not only change their lives, but also leave a lasting impact on the world of comedy. Their unique chemistry and comedic timing created a legacy that continues to entertain audiences today. Hal Roach played a crucial role in the formation of the legendary comedy duo Laurel and Hardy. Known as the king of comedy in the silent film era, Roach had a unique talent for recognizing potential in performers and creating memorable pairings. His journey with Stan Laurel began when Alf King introduced Roach to Laurel's solo work. Impressed by Laurel's skills, Roach offered him a role in one of his productions, which allowed Laurel to step away from the demanding vaudeville circuit. Initially, Laurel preferred working behind the camera, but everything changed during the filming of Lucky Dog. This short film marked the first time Stan Laurel and Oliver Hardy appeared together on screen. Although they were not yet a formal duo, Roach saw the comedic chemistry between them. He understood that their contrasting styles could create something special. With careful casting and direction, Roach nurtured their relationship, transforming it into one of the most cherished partnerships in film history. Their collaboration would go on to entertain audiences for generations. While Laurel and Hardy's early interactions were brief and largely forgettable, their respective journeys in Hollywood slowly aligned. Hardy had been taking on a range of roles, including villains, bumbling sidekicks, and comic foils, while establishing himself in the silent film scene. Laurel, after a stint in vaudeville and experimenting with directing, returned to California to focus on acting. Both ended up at the Hal Roach Studios, where their talents were finally recognized as complementary. It was in short films like Get 'Em Young and Slipping Wives that their chemistry began to shine. Their ability to balance physical comedy with emotional sincerity made their characters lovable and enduring. Once formally teamed by Roach, the pair quickly became the studio's crown jewels, launching a legacy that would span decades and redefine comedic filmmaking. Their unique style and charm captivated audiences, leading to a series of successful films that showcased their remarkable partnership and solidified their place in cinematic history. As their careers progressed, Stan Laurel and Oliver Hardy began shaping the distinctive comedic personas that would captivate audiences worldwide. Stan's spontaneous improvisation and inventive physical comedy paired beautifully with Hardy's expressive reactions and slow-burn frustration, creating a visual rhythm that became their trademark. They refined this formula through both original stories and parodies of popular culture, with shorts like Dr. Pickle and Mr. Pride poking fun at Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde, and Miss Don't Care offering satirical social commentary. Their unique blend of humor resonated with viewers, making them beloved figures in the film industry. However, their rise wasn't without personal cost. Off-screen, Laurel faced significant emotional strain due to his tumultuous marriage to May Charlotte Dahlberg. Her disapproval of his dedication to the film industry and conflicts with his associates contributed to growing tension, ultimately leading to their separation. This turning point allowed Stan to recenter his life around his creative work, further strengthening his contribution to the duo's evolution and success. Personal struggles often shape an artist's journey, and Stan Laurel's life was no exception. His early collaboration with producer Joe Rock showed great promise, but tensions arose when May Dahlberg began to interfere with their work. This interference disrupted productions and created a challenging atmosphere on set. As the situation worsened, May decided to leave for Australia, which provided Stan with the much-needed space to reflect and regroup. This break allowed him to return to Hal Roach Studios, where he was met with open arms and support from his colleagues. During this time, Stan's contributions expanded significantly. He took on roles beyond acting, including writing, directing, and supervising editing for various films. This diversification of his skills proved beneficial for his career. A pivotal moment occurred when his partner Oliver Hardy suffered an injury while cooking, burning his arm with grease. Stan stepped in as a substitute for Hardy in the film. Get 'em young! This unexpected turn not only reignited their creative chemistry, but also led Hal Roach to recognize the strength of their partnership. From that moment, Stan and Oliver's careers became intertwined, setting the stage for their legendary status as Laurel and Hardy. Their unique blend of humor and talent would go on to entertain audiences for generations. Following their official pairing, Laurel and Hardy's creative synergy began to blossom in earnest. Their early collaborative works, such as Slipping Wives and Putting Pants on Philip, revealed a comedic alchemy that felt both natural and meticulously crafted. These films showed audiences glimpses of what would become their trademark character interplay, Stan's innocent mischief and Hardy's increasingly flustered exasperation. As Roach Studio recognized their appeal, they launched a dedicated series of Laurel and Hardy films, beginning with titles like Let George Do It and The Battle of the Century. The latter, in particular, became an iconic entry in film history thanks to a pie-throwing sequence that escalated into a 4,000 pie melee. The elaborate slapstick chaos, imagined by Stan Laurel himself, redefined what visual comedy could look like, and underscored the duo's ability to deliver humor with both subtlety and spectacle. Their chemistry was no longer budding, it was now the centerpiece of a growing legacy. Creating iconic characters takes time and effort, as seen in the partnership of Stan Laurel and Oliver Hardy. Their personas did not appear suddenly, instead, they evolved through years of careful refinement and experimentation. Oliver Hardy became known for his pompous and self-important demeanor. His attempts to control situations often led to humorous failures, making him the ideal counterpart to Stan Laurel's wide-eyed, childlike buffoon. This dynamic created a unique on-screen relationship that balanced chaos with camaraderie. Their costumes played a significant role in their comedy. The bowler hats and ill-fitting suits, along with their contrasting body types, highlighted their differences and enhanced the visual impact of their performances. These choices were intentional, as Stan believed that formal clothing on characters who did not grasp societal rules added to the humor. Their facial expressions, haircuts, and speech rhythms were also carefully crafted to reflect this comedic paradox. The result was a pair of characters so vivid and well-defined that they transcended language and cultural barriers, resonating with audiences around the world for generations. The foundation of Laurel and Hardy's iconic visual humor was built on a deep understanding of character-based comedy and physical exaggeration. Oliver Hardy's character drew inspiration from a British comic strip figure named Helpful Henry, known for his polite demeanor and well-meaning blunders. Hardy embraced this persona with a southern gentility, using exaggerated expressions that enhanced his comedic timing. This approach made his character relatable and endearing, allowing audiences to connect with his misadventures. Meanwhile, Stan Laurel's accidental post-crew cut hairstyle, where his hair stood straight up after a mishap, became a signature look that visually amplified his innocence and confusion. This unique appearance added to his charm and made his character instantly recognizable. These seemingly small details contributed greatly to their screen presence. Their ability to communicate volumes through body language, facial expressions, and nonverbal cues allowed them to transcend language barriers. They weren't just slapstick performers. They were master craftsmen of visual storytelling. Their commitment to subtle, endearing character work helped them build a lasting emotional connection with audiences around the world. During the Great Depression, a time filled with hardship and uncertainty, Stan Laurel and his partner Oliver Hardy emerged as beacons of joy for many. Their golden era was marked by a unique ability to connect with audiences who were facing poverty and unemployment. The duo's portrayal of lovable underdogs caught in ridiculous situations offered a much-needed escape from the struggles of daily life. Their humor was characterized by warmth and resilience, never veering into mean-spiritedness. This emotional depth allowed them to resonate with viewers on a personal level. As they transitioned from silent films to sound pictures, they maintained their charm and appeal. Their classic films, such as Duck Soup and The Music Box, showcased not only their physical comedy, but also their clever dialogue and impeccable musical timing. Winning an Academy Award for Best Live Action, Short with The Music Box highlighted their ability to adapt while staying true to their roots. Their relatable characters and down-to-earth humor ensured that, even as the entertainment landscape evolved, their legacy remained strong and cherished by audiences everywhere. By the end of the 1930s, the cinematic landscape began to shift. Audiences were gravitating toward longer, narrative-driven features, causing a decline in the popularity of short films, which were the signature format of Laurel and Hardy. Though gossip columns speculated about personal conflict between the duo, the real reason for their temporary separation was contractual. Both actors were tied to different deals under Hal Roach, which led to individual projects that lacked their signature chemistry. One such venture was Zenobia, a film that starred Hardy without Laurel. Despite Hardy's efforts, the film failed commercially and critically, reinforcing the public's view that their magic only worked when they were together. Aware of this, they made the bold decision to form Laurel and Hardy Feature Productions, giving them more autonomy and allowing them to return to their roots through live performances. Touring with shows like the Laurel and Hardy Review, they reconnected with their audience directly, reaffirming their enduring popularity despite changes in the film industry. As Laurel and Hardy ventured into the 1940s, their creative journey faced significant challenges due to the demands of major Hollywood studios. After enjoying a successful run of live shows, their progress was abruptly interrupted when Hardy developed laryngitis, leading to postponed performances. In an effort to revive their film career, they signed contracts with MGM and later 20th Century Fox, hoping to rekindle their cinematic legacy. However, these partnerships were fraught with creative conflicts. Studio executives often enforced strict scripts, miscast roles, and limited the duo's creative input, which stripped their films of the improvisational charm and emotional depth that had characterized their earlier work. Stan, who had always been a vital force behind the scenes as a writer and editor, found this situation particularly discouraging. Despite facing health issues and a noticeable decline in the quality of their films, the pair continued to tour internationally. Their motivation stemmed not from a desire for fame or wealth, but from a sincere love for their fans. Their determination during this difficult period showcased their lifelong commitment to their craft and to each other. In the 1950s, Laurel and Hardy faced a challenging period marked by both professional and physical decline. They embarked on a demanding European tour that tested their limits. While working on their final movie, Utopia, both men encountered serious health issues that significantly affected their performances. Hardy struggled with complications related to his obesity, which made it difficult for him to perform at his best. At the same time, Stan dealt with worsening diabetes and a painful prostate condition, turning daily filming into a struggle. Their physical exhaustion was evident, not through conflict, but in their visible fatigue and reduced energy levels. Although the tour was warmly received in war-torn Europe, particularly in Britain where they remained cherished figures, it proved to be financially draining. Mismanagement and unfavorable contracts meant they received little compensation for their efforts. They had no rights to most of their earlier films, resulting in a loss of potential royalties. Additionally, advertising rights were poorly managed, leading to missed opportunities and mounting financial pressure. Despite these challenges, they continued to perform, motivated by a strong desire to bring comfort and laughter to audiences still healing from the scars of war. Determined to reinvent themselves once more, Stan and Ollie sought to return to the public eye through television, a medium that was quickly becoming dominant. They envisioned a new project where they would finally enjoy full creative control. Sadly, this comeback was never realized. In 1955, Stan suffered a debilitating stroke that left him unable to work for an extended period. This event marked a significant turning point in his life and career. Not long after, Hardy experienced a severe gallbladder attack that led to a dramatic weight loss. The change in his physical appearance was shocking to fans who had long associated him with a jovial, rotund presence. As Hardy's health continued to deteriorate, he withdrew from the public and entered a state of near seclusion. The once vibrant star spent his final months away from the limelight, passing away quietly on August 7, 1957, at the age of 65. His death marked the end of an era, leaving behind a legacy defined not only by laughter, but also by resilience and heart. Upon the passing of Oliver Hardy, Stan Laurel experienced profound grief that deeply affected him. The loss of his lifelong friend and creative partner triggered an emotional collapse, leaving him both physically and mentally drained. This overwhelming sorrow was so intense that it led to a breakdown, illustrating the depth of their bond. When questioned about his absence from Hardy's funeral, Stan explained that the grief was so powerful it made him physically ill. He believed that Oliver would have understood his choice not to attend, as their connection transcended mere gestures and appearances. This moment marked a significant turning point in Stan's life. He made a personal vow never to perform again, turning down offers for appearances, interviews, and even small roles. Stan felt that without Hardy, the magic they had created together would never be replicated. In choosing to honor their legacy through silence, he retreated from the spotlight, preserving the memory of their partnership with dignity and profound respect. In the years following Hardy's death, Stan Laurel lived a quiet life, facing health problems and a deep sense of loss. Despite his declining condition, he remained mentally sharp and continued to write comedy sketches and gags. These writings were not intended for production, but served to keep his creative spirit alive. In 1961, the Academy of Motion Picture Arts and Sciences recognized his immense contributions to cinema by awarding him an honorary Oscar. Actor Danny Kaye accepted the award on Stan's behalf, as Stan was too ill to attend the ceremony. While this honor meant a great deal to him, it also served as a bittersweet reminder of the absence of his dear friend. He never stopped missing Hardy, often reflecting on their time together with deep affection. Stan maintained his humor until the very end, famously stating that anyone who cried at his funeral would never hear from him again. He passed away on February 23, 1965, at age 74, leaving behind a comedic legacy that continues to inspire generations. The absence of Stan Laurel at Oliver Hardy's funeral speaks volumes about the intricate nature of their relationship. While they were celebrated for their comedic brilliance, their personal lives were marked by struggles that often went unnoticed. Laurel's decision not to attend was not merely a reflection of their professional partnership, but also a testament to the emotional turmoil he faced after losing his dear friend. The bond they shared was built on laughter, yet it was also intertwined with deep feelings of loss and grief. This complexity adds a layer of understanding to their legacy, showing that even the closest friendships can be affected by personal challenges. The story of Laurel and Hardy is not just one of comedy, it is also a narrative of human connection, vulnerability, and the ways in which we cope with loss. Their impact on the world of entertainment remains significant, reminding us that behind the laughter lies a rich tapestry of emotions and experiences that shape their lives and careers.